Okay, and I'm going to put on the opening music. Let's see. John, we've got a very fancy timekeeper clock here. Let's see where we are. Let's see where we are. Let's see where we are. Hold on. Are we up? We're streaming on everything except YouTube. Come on, YouTube, you can do it. You can do it. Ah, we're on YouTube. Okay, let's go. John,
Nice.
dance with me. Oh, come on, John, put some energy into it. Let's go. Happy birthday. It's your day.
Celebrating you in this special way.
Like it.
Party shine,
Shine,
laugh and smile.
smile,
We're celebrating you in style.
in style. Ba-ba-ba-da-ba-ba-ba-da-ba-da. Look who's with me today. Special guest host. Okay, orchestra. Okay, orchestra, you can take a break. Thank you very much. I'm Bonnie D. Welcome to HB2U. It's not my birthday, it's not his, but we're here to talk about everybody else's birthdays. It's August 26th, and I'm happy to be here. My special guest co host, John W. Wilson, Wilson. But we go semi anonymous here with only last initials. John, before I get started with the real opening, why don't you take 2 sentences to tell us who you are and what you do in case people don't know you? Shame on them. John, go.
Yes, I'm so happy to be here, Bonnie. So, John
Thank you.
Wilson, and I lead product marketing at a healthcare startup called Ferrum Health.
And is there something exciting about your new company you want to tell people just briefly?
It's great. Yeah, we do governance for clinical AI for health systems. So, yeah, it's exciting work.
Going to make the world healthier. There we go. So I'm going to read my opening now. It's time to cheer, to toast, to woo. It's August 26th. Happy birthday to you and you and you, with Bonnie D on her scarlet mic serving up fame and flair with just the right spike. And joining me now with his co-hosting flair is John W. with charm to spare. John, show him that smile. Let's see that charm. Just there it is. I got it. We're announcing celebrities and stars from screen to stream and social media darlings living the dream. Some of them started dreaming about this when they were 12 or 9, and they are millions and millions of fans, plus oddball holidays and music history lore. Let's light the candles, not near the computer, please, dear. And happy wishes galore. So buckle up, darlings, of fun shows in store. HB2U is lighting up August 26th with glam, bam, and more. John, you ready for me to get started?
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's do it. Okay, this day in 1964. This is interesting. Roy Orbison scores with, meaning he hits the top of the charts with Oh Pretty Woman. And I have a quick story about that, John. I was the drummer for a Motown and rock and roll band when I was living in Durham, North Carolina. And in between the band, it was a 12-piece band orchestra. In between, I was the MC, and I would come up with stories about the music and about about the singers, the bands. And I discovered Oh Pretty Woman. That's the real title of OH, comma, Pretty Woman.
Hmm.
Roy Orbison asked his wife, Claudette, she was going shopping, and he was doing a music session with some colleagues. And he said, "Do you need some cash?" And she said, "A pretty woman never needs any money." And one of his collaborators, Billy Dees, was there, and he said, "Pretty Woman, that's an interesting title for a song." And so they came up with the line, "Pretty Woman walking down the street," and that became the title of the song, Oh Pretty Woman. Did you know that, John?
I did not know that.
There
That's
you
really
go.
cool. I
Now
love it.
you do. You've got the next one. Who's up?
So, the Kinks dropped "You Really Got Me" in the US, and basically it started off garage rock.
Really? You
Yeah,
really got
yeah.
me. You really
Same
got
year.
me.
So,
Remember that? Wow, that's right.
I remember that, like, that refrain, yeah, but I don't remember the song, like, more so the song, more
Well,
so
I'm
that
just
refrain.
pretending
Yeah,
to remember the
yeah.
song. It's okay. You really got me. You really got. And 1 year later, Sonny and Cher, yes, Sonny was alive then, topped the charts in the UK with "I Got You, Babe." I try not to sing, but I can't help it sometimes. Do you remember that song,
Classic. I
John?
definitely remember that. Yeah, classic.
Yeah.
Yep.
Next.
Amazing. So 2 years later, right? 67, Jimi Hendrix. He dropped Are You Experienced in with US Purple Haze, Foxy Lady. And that basically, like, was the 60s, right? Everybody knows Jimi Hendrix. So
Everybody does. And one
yeah,
year later in 68, the Beatles released Hey Jude and Revolution on Apple Records in the US. I think that was an A B side of two sides of the single there. Yeah, we've got more Jimi Hendrix news. What happened
we
next?
do. So then he plays last UK concert in the Isle of Wight festival. Like 500,000 people showed up, which is crazy. And then it was one of his final legendary performances. So
Wow,
pretty cool.
500,000 people. By today's standards, you can get a million. We're going to get into some social media stars later. You can get a million, 500,000 easily with a TikTok, 30 seconds or more. But 500,000 people
Sure.
showing up. John, 1970, that was 30 and 25, 55 years ago. Can you imagine that many people? Wow. Well, I have another, the same day, 1970, August 26th, Eric Clapton and Duane Allman met to start recording a double album titled Layla and Other Assorted Love Songs. I've never heard of an album that said Other Assorted Songs with the English American rock band Derek and the Dominoes. I'd never heard of them either. Layla, of course, is the greatest song from Eric Clapton. He has other great hits, but that was. The other band members are Bobby Whitlock, who did vocals and keyboard, Jim Gordon on drums and percussion, and Carl Rattle on bass. Duane Allman played lead and slide guitar on 11 of the 14 songs. So that was the day they started
Um,
recording the album. Interesting. You've got one more for us.
I love Layla though. Great song.
Yeah,
Great song.
everybody does. Yep.
So in 72, Jeannie Riley makes history. Harper Valley PTA, first woman to hit number one, like pop and country charts in one song, which is
And
crazy.
the Harper Valley PTA. I
Yeah.
remember snippets of that. So let's go to some birthdays now. Will
Yeah.
Shorts. This is interesting. Will Shorts, Shortz. You may not know his name, but if you play the New York Times crossword puzzles, you would see his name as the editor occasionally. He's 73 today. Happy birthday, Will. I have to tell you that he graduated with a degree, and listen to this, John. He invented his own degree program at Indiana University. It was the field of enigmatology, like
Mm.
enigmatology. He was drawn to puzzles early in the eighth grade. Eighth grade, how old would that be now? That would be what, 14 years old, something like that?
Yeah.
He
About.
wrote a paper called Puzzles as a Profession. He only got a B plus. And when he was 13, about the same time, he wrote to language on vacation author Dmitri Borgman, and he said, how would I have a career in the world of puzzles? 3 years later, at 16, he started contributing crossword puzzles to Dell Publishing. I mean, this was a kid
Wow.
who really had
Love
a,
puzzles.
a passion. And he wrote his thesis about the history of American word puzzles by designing, here we go back to Indiana University. He designed his own curriculum under an individualized major program. He also, while he was doing nothing else but puzzles, he went to the University of Virginia School of Law, which is not easy to get into, and he earned a
Hmm.
JD degree in 1977. Well, he said, do I really want to be a lawyer or do I really want to be a puzzle person? And puzzles won out. He is now the author or editor of over 100 books. He owns 20,000 puzzle books and magazines that go back to the 1500s. He owns the world's largest private library on puzzles. He's a member and historian of the National Puzzlers League. And after starting his career at Penny Press and Games Magazine, this goes back in time, he was hired by the New York Times in 1993. And his American Crossword Puzzle Tournament, I wish I had entered that at some point, it's too late now, is the country's oldest and largest crossword tournament. And I will tell you, I play 5 puzzles a day, John, online. I do Wordle, I do Blossom, Strands, Connections, and the New York Times Mini. And
Wow.
I am in a competition with a neighbor and friend of mine, and 2 days ago, she did the mini in 50 seconds, and I did it in 56 seconds. But a week ago, I did the mini in 40 seconds
Wow.
online, and it's just so much
Amazing.
fun to have a partner or friends who share. We share it on private text messages on iMessage,
Hmm.
and we
Hmm.
share the little graph of all of our scores. So that's something. So happy birthday to Will Shorts. You've made a difference in the lives of so many, including me. So you have the next birthday, John. Who's coming up?
Dude. So Melissa McCarthy turns
Hmm.
55 and amazing comedian, right? So I'm sure everybody's seen her in Ghostbusters or Bridesmaids, which is why I saw her in. I think I've seen Bridesmaids probably 6 or 7 times. I'm not even kidding. Like I love that movie. It is hilarious.
Okay, we need to play a track here for you. Wait a minute.
Yes.
Wait, hold on. There we go. We got a short track. Okay, go ahead. Keep talking.
So I and her husband actually is in that movie too. I don't remember his name right now, but they have a really big bit during Bridesmaids that's just hilarious on the plane. So yeah, absolutely love that movie. Yeah. So it's her birthday. Happy birthday to her.
Happy birthday. Now we'll get the full laugh track. There we go. That's from Melissa McCarthy. Okay, she deserved that. Let's go on. Chris Pine is 45 today. Actor and director. He played James T. Kirk in the Star Trek reboot film series from 2009 to 2016. That was about 10 years ago. And he played Steve Trevor in the DC Extended Universe films Wonder Woman 2017, Wonder Woman 1984 in 2020. He rose to prominence in romantic comedies. No wonder why, such a good-looking guy. In The Princess Diaries too in 2004. John, these years seem so far long ago. That's 21 years ago. He was the lead in, everybody probably saw this one, Jack Ryan Shadow Recruit in 2014. And here's one for the younger kids. He starred in Dungeons and Dragons Honor Among Thieves 2 years
Hmm.
ago in 2023. He became a director with Pool Man in 2023. Did you see Pool Man? Do you know anything
I
about it?
did not. I didn't see Dungeons and Dragons either. I didn't even hear
I,
about that.
but
Yeah.
I've seen some Jack Ryan movies. Have
Oh
you?
yeah, yeah. I have.
Yeah.
I've seen all of those.
I
Yeah.
think they're pretty cool. Okay, you've got the next one. Oh, famous actor. Go ahead.
Yes, so 40, who's turning 45? Macaulay Culkin is also going to be 45. Amazing. Home Alone, obviously. His brother Kieran was in what's that show on HBO? Um
Succession, was it? Or
yes, Succession.
okay,
Yep.
okay. I
His
pulled
brother
that one
Kieran
off the
starred in that.
top.
Yeah, nice. So the funny thing is I heard they're going to do a reboot of Home Alone, which would be interesting maybe. But that's a classic. I feel like you just stick with the classics and move on. So we'll see what happens. But happy birthday to him. We also have Kevin McAllister. Well, I mean Kevin McAllister was his character's name, but he's also a Walk of Fame honoree, which is pretty cool. So Hollywood Walk of Fame. Yeah. So happy birthday to Macaulay.
And I understand that in 2006, which was how many years ago? Almost
Damn, it's 20.
20 years ago,
Mm,
he wrote an autobiography. That means he was in his
really?
20s and he wrote an autobiography. He didn't say memoir called Junior, Junior. And apparently it was dedicated to something to do with his father. I'm sure there was a story there and the movies he had been in already. Did you know he was in a comedy rock band, John?
Never knew that. No.
He is the lead vocalist in the Pizza Underground rock band. I didn't know
Mm,
that. And he also is the publisher and CEO of Bunny Ears, a satirical pop culture website and podcast. I didn't know that. He's been busy.
mm.
I'm going to go to another funny person, a real funny person. John Mulaney is 43, just 2 years younger. Hard to believe Macaulay Culkin is 45. They just,
I
wow.
know.
Everybody
I
just
know.
still sees him in Home Alone. John Mulaney, comedian, actor, writer, producer. He became popular as a writer on SNL. Well, you might not have known he was a writer because he was in the back room writing, but he co-created the character Stefan with Bill Hader, another comedian on the show. Since Mulaney has left SNL, he's hosted it 6 times, and that means he has to get to wear, I don't know if it's a green jacket or it's that's for the golf tournaments,
Yeah, that's
SNL's
for
Five
message.
Timers Club, and he joined it in 2022, 3 years ago. So he's very droll. He does a lot with his face when he's giving his comedy. He has hosted, created, and executive produced the Netflix talk show Everybody's in LA in 2024, and the spinoff in 2025. This year, Everybody's Live with John Mulaney. I watched it, and he had some very interesting call-in guests. One woman owned a funeral parlor, and he talked
Hmm.
about what people say when they call in to ask for the services of the funeral home and when the funeral should be. I found it a little bit off-putting to me. Anyway, he's had guest roles in the FX dramedy series The Bear. Have you seen The Bear? Did you?
I've seen a few episodes. I know it wins a lot of awards every year, but I'm not a huge fan. Yeah. How
It
about
took
you?
me a while. My kids told me about it, and I started watching it, and it was way too much F-bomb, way too many F-bombs, and
Yeah.
too much yelling. And then I went back about a year later, last year, and I watched the whole thing, and I really enjoyed it. And Jamie Lee Curtis as the mom, at a Christmas dinner for the family. She won an award for that particular role. You will not
Hmm.
believe the character she's playing. I mean, she's a chain smoker, she's a drinker, she's in the kitchen, the obscenities are coming out of her mouth more than the juice squirting out of the turkey when you test it and see if it's ready. It was just quite something. Anyway, he was in The Bear, John Mulaney, and he was in the Peacock crime series Poker Face, which I have enjoyed very much. Season two just finished, and it was not as good as season one. And everybody says it
Hmm.
wasn't as tight. That's what's her name? The redhead. I can't remember her name. Natasha Lyonne, and
Okay, I've seen like one episode from
she's
like first
this
season.
first season was great. Second season, not so much. And John Mulaney also did voiceovers for Chip in Chippendale Rescue Rangers in
Hmm.
2022. And you have one more birthday for us. Who have you
I
got?
do. So Kiki Palmer turns 32. And
Yay.
Kiki is a very talented actress. So I saw her in, she does acting, singing, hosting, a little bit of everything. I saw her in a movie called One of Them Days with SZA, who's also another singer. Hilarious. They came out last year. So if you haven't seen it, gotta watch it. And then what else has she done? You mentioned she's hosting Password, right? So I haven't seen that show, but sounds like it'd be pretty cool. What do you remember what network that's on?
I don't know. I would have to look
Okay.
that up. I just have TV's password, but she wears outrageous outfits and she is hysterically funny as a host.
She
And
really is.
she's like a one woman comedy show who happens to be hosting a game show. That's how I would put
Mhm.
it. You instantly are drawn to her. Her presence is huge as the host of the show. And Password goes back probably 50 years, the concept of the show. I know it's
And then uh,
way before our time. Yes. What
now
did
social media stars. What do you have?
well, wait a minute. What did she make? She was the fourth highest paid child star on TV. Did you mention that?
I didn't know that. It
Yeah.
was child star. Was she doing like Disney back in the day?
She was the title character in Nickelodeon's sitcom True Jackson VP.
Oh,
And
I never knew
she
that.
wrote and performed the theme song for the series. Get this. This 2008. John, this is how many years ago? 17 years ago. She was 15 years old. She made $20,000 per episode. 20,000. She was the fourth highest paid child star on TV.
Wow,
Isn't that
that's
a wow?
impressive.
Kiki Palmer, yeah, she had money to buy all those cool clothes she's wearing. So let's go into so now we're ready for social media stars. These will be quick. On YouTube, happy birthday to Steve Will Do It. Steve Will Do It. One name. He is 27 years old and he's here because he is not only celebrating a birthday, he's got 4.6 million subscribers on YouTube and 3.6 million on Instagram followers. Now, the trend here, John, is that when people are popular on one channel on one media stream, they are also on the other. So you could have an Insta star who's on YouTube and TikTok also. So
Hmm.
he posts prankster stunts, drinking and eating everything. I'm almost afraid to ask. I
You
did
know where
read
that's
some of
going.
the I did read some of the things, and some of it is things that you wouldn't want to take legally, but we'll leave that one alone. His real name is Stefan de Leonardis. So happy birthday to Steve. We'll do it. We'll leave it there. Who have you got for us?
So TikTok, Chloe May turns 26, and she basically turned some humorous videos into millions of fans. And then she also made cheese throwing go viral. So that's interesting. I haven't watched a lot of her TikToks. But yeah, I'm sure it's fascinating stuff. So
And she's with her partner, Chloe and Matt, and they apparently people are interested in the statistics of their relationship. I have no idea what that means. They do pranks together, and one of their videos, John, had 37 million views. Can
it's insane.
question, are the counters on TikTok, do they go that high? Because some people on my birthday list have a billion views of a video.
Wow.
Who puts a counter? How would you look on the
Right.
screen and see it going to 1,000 and a 10,000 and 100,000 and a million and 100 million and a billion? I could. I'm sorry. It just blows
Yeah.
my mind. Happy birthday to Chloe May. Instagram, we have Ryan Halsa. He's 22. Poor guy only has 4.4 million subscribers, but he'll get there. Don't worry. You'll catch up to Chloe May. He posts lifestyle content and vlogs. Has a popular reel where he tried to do a upside down smile. He began vlogging and pursuing a YouTube career when he was just in middle school. That's why in my opening I say in their dreams, right? He helped
Hmm.
launch, now this is important. Ryan Halsa launched a campaign with other people against cyberbullying under the handle Turn Off Comments. He is also known as the Prince of Instagram Reels. He's a musician, he writes music, and he produces all of his beats. I don't even know what that means. Maybe he has a beatbox or something like that, and he dances. But important that Ryan
Hmm.
Halsa is part of campaigns against cyberbullying. He's known for that. Happy birthday and thank you, Ryan Halsa. And you've got one
That's
more.
pretty.
Isn't
That's
that
pretty
cool?
cool. Yeah,
Yep.
I like that a lot. So we got Junior Perea, also another TikToker, turns 22 today. Soccer, dance, comedy. Um, he did a Michael Jackson "Beat It" soccer skit. So that sounds pretty cool. But
Yeah.
happy birthday to Junior.
And Junior's a fashion model too. Woohoo! I
That's
guess he wanted to get out there and let more 3.4 million fans. Not shabby. Yes, happy birthday, Junior. We've
yes.
got some holidays now. Today is National Cherry Popsicle Day. In 1905, 11-year-old Frank Epperson had an accident. Well, not the kind you're all thinking of. He left just a cup of powdered soda water, something with a little probably cherry powder in it, with a stick outside overnight on the porch. Nobody knows why, and it froze that night. And when he woke up, he had this thing that looked like what we know as a popsicle with a stick in the middle, and he invented the popsicle. John?
Pretty cool. So he also patented that, right? He called it Epsicle Ice Pop first, right? So that's kind of cool.
For
And it's a
Epperson.
summer staple. So
And guess what? As of 1989, which is just a few weeks ago, he cherry became one of the best-selling popsicle flavors in the US. Do you have a favorite popsicle flavor, John?
I think it's the rainbow, so it's all three. It's like the cherry, the blue raspberry, and then I forgot what the
Ooh.
white is, but it's so good. Yeah, it's
It's
really good.
probably lemon.
Yeah, that's what
White,
it is.
white
That's
would
what
be
it is.
lemon. Yeah. Okay. Oh,
So
I
good.
remember lemon ice.
Yeah.
Very cool. You've got the next holiday. What have we got?
So National Dog Day,
Yeah.
right?
Yep.
Founded in 2004 to promote rescue and adoption, which I think is pretty cool. And it's funny. There's Dave Portnoy from Barstool.
Yep.
He's really big on adopting dogs. He adopted two recently, and he gives money to foundations like that. So I think it's great.
Very cool. My kids follow a man in somewhere in Asia who he collects rescue dogs. He gets them and he saves them and he brings them back to health. And he has a GoFundMe page and he does videos of the dogs. I don't know the gentleman's name, but they're beautiful videos of these lovely dogs that he has saved. And he's got
Cool.
quite a posse of dogs. There you go. By the way, Colleen Page, PAIG, was the one who founded this day. And in 2009, National Dog Day, I didn't say hot dog, I said dog day, is recognized in the official U.S. congressional record. And you've got
Wow,
one more on this day. What happened?
it's amazing. So in what 1890, the Scott brothers gave us toilet paper on a roll.
Oh, we're on toilet
Um,
paper day. Okay,
yeah.
okay. Interest,
Um,
interesting.
so civilization owes them, I think, a lot. I
Absolutely.
don't know what we were doing before that,
Well, let's
but
go back to 1857. Joseph Gaiety,
oh yeah,
I'll do this one. Joseph Gaiety introduced the first packaged toilet paper in the U.S. sold as medicated paper in flat sheets.
yes.
I can't imagine how you picked up each sheet I don't know what the size was. I don't know how many you needed. I don't know how porous they were. I'm not going to get disgusting here. But 1857, we owe it to John Gaiety. Yes, Scott Paper launched in 1890. But in 1973, you remember Johnny Carson from The Tonight Show? Do you
Oh
remember?
yeah, I remember John.
Well,
Yeah.
Johnny Carson did a joke about a toilet paper shortage. Now, in 1973, we didn't have cell phones, we didn't have instant messaging, we didn't have the internet as we know any of that today. And on his show, so many people watched, and he did a joke about a toilet paper shortage. And guess what happened? There was
Mm.
panic in the country and maybe in the world because people said, if Johnny
Mm.
Carson says there's a shortage of
Then
toilet
they're probably.
paper, get to your store, right? I didn't even know if Costco was around then, but people started
Oh
buying
man.
up toilet paper like mad. Wow. And you have the next holiday. What's the next one?
Oh man. So the next one we've got is what? Make your own luck day.
Yes.
Yeah. So reminder to create opportunities and not just wait for them. So I love that. I had never heard of it, but I love the premise.
Fortune favors the bold. In
Yeah.
1957, Thomas Jefferson, this is a quote that I use quote investigator, and they say it's not documented, but everybody thinks he said it. It became famous again. I'm a great believer in luck, and I find the harder I work, the more I have of it, meaning the harder I
Mhm.
work, the more luck I have. I think that's an interesting. And you've got what's on 1995, John?
I've got started in Texas, right? The idea is timeless. Yeah. So it's just really about how we continue to move forward with that every year, I think. But yeah, that's the last one is make your own luck day.
Yeah, well, J. Richard Falls of Texas started this holiday, and it was his birthday. I think that was a really cool day. So that was 30 years ago today. And now,
Hmm.
Make Your Own Luck Day, John, it's used by motivational coaches and business leaders. Create your own chance attitude. Do you tell that to people? Do you mentor anybody, John? Do you say,
I do, yeah.
yeah,
I don't ever really say make your own luck, but I do say, you basically kind of create your own path. So it's the same thing, you know? Just
absolutely.
absolutely. Yeah.
Absolutely. And when people say to me, or people write on LinkedIn all the time, I'm lucky to join this team. I'm lucky to be in part. And I think, I don't say back to them, and I think that's not luck. You're smart. You were in the right
Hmm.
place at the right time. Maybe that's luck, maybe that's chance, but
Hmm.
you were smart enough to put yourself in that path. You were smart enough to be where somebody noticed you. You were smart enough to read that ad for it. It wasn't luck. You did something. So I,
Yeah.
under my breath, say, you're not smart. You're lucky to get that job. You're smart enough or savvy enough or
Hmm.
timely enough. And to me, luck doesn't have much to do with it. So
I agree.
I object. So make your own path. I like that. John, and do you know anybody who's having a birthday today, or do you have any birthdays?
I
Any shout outs you want to do?
I do not. No, actually, it's my
Okay.
sister's birthday tomorrow. So,
Well,
but
do a
yeah,
shout out. What's her name?
her name's Maria Wilson. Yeah.
Maria
So
Wilson. Happy
happy
birthday.
birthday to her.
We want to give an age, or is she keeping it private?
Yeah, it's probably private.
Okay, then let's go out with a smile here. We're going to go out. Dance with me. Thank you, John Wilson.
You're welcome. This is great, Bonnie.
Happy birthday,
Happy birthday.
it's your
It's
day.
your day.
We're celebrating
Celebrate.
you in this special way.
Special.
Party shine,
Shine.
laugh and smile.
Smile.
We're celebrating you in style.
Oh, what style we've got here. Bow, bow.